but we'll work with what we got. How's everybody doing out there? Hello, Mook, Kent, Highlander. What's going on, everyone? It's been a while. It's good to see everybody here. Before I get started, I've been sick for like a week, so I got my cough drops here. I got my water. Can everybody hear me okay out there? Just shoot a one in the chat or something if you can hear me all right. When the cough drops run out, that's it, baby. I'm gone. All right, Tammy. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Um, I'm sorry it's been a while. I haven't put out a video in quite a while. I've been very busy, but I would like to introduce a new series to you that I'm going to be working on. Tell me where you're tuning in from if you want. I love to know where people are coming from. And before I get started, let me give a shout out to someone who came for a visit a couple weeks ago. Eric and his wife Kathy from Midtown Scholar Bookstore. I'm going to show you a pamphlet. What an impressive business they have. They're right in downtown Harrisburg. I'm going to show you a map of their store. Let me see. Unbelievable. It's like 3 floors. I'm going to go for a visit in October. So if anybody's around the PA area in October, I'll let you know the dates. And if you want to meet up, I'm all for it. But so thank you, Eric and Kathy. Dayton, if you're watching out there, Dayton purchased some books off of me. Everybody who's giving me business, who continues to support me, I really appreciate that, guys. So also I've been, excuse me, I've been apple picking. I've been taking care of animals, doing all sorts of stuff like that. So let's see. We got Blackshear, Georgia. All right. The swamplands of Georgia. I love it. Welcome, my friend. Thank you for joining me this evening. So, guys, what I was going to do is introduce you. I thought this would be the easiest way to do it, is to just do a live and put it out there. I was going to introduce you to a new video series. I can't talk with some in my mouth. And then also another announcement. But basically, I got this idea from my buddy Mook, who's in the chat. So all credit to him. I'd always wanted to do something like this, but didn't know exactly how to approach it. What Mook told me was try to capture the culture in your store. Now, I'm young in the trade. Unfortunately, most of my customers are older, and through the years, they obviously won't be here anymore. And I made a video probably about 3 years ago now titled My Favorite Part of Owning a Bookstore, and it had to do with the people that come into my shop and how special that's been to me. And so what I strive to do in this short series, and I haven't come up with a name of it yet, so if you guys have any suggestions, please shoot them out to me, is create a kind of timestamp, like a video scrapbook in this day and age of those who come into my shop. I'll introduce them to you all, and ask them to share their experiences and involvement with the shop. I'll question them as to who they are, introduce them to you, and what kind of books they read and collect, what they like about the shop, moments, memories, stories, unique finds. There's a lot of them out there, and I'd rather them tell the story than myself. I think you'll see the different personalities and characters that come into a small country bookstore in the middle of nowhere. So, owning a brick and mortar store definitely has its challenges. To any of you out there that do it, you'll understand this. It could be very mentally taxing, but it's also been extremely enriching. And it's the people that keep you in the business. Like, I did an interview with Mike Slicker. That's exactly what he said. And I agree 100%. You almost feel like you have a responsibility to keep the doors open, because seeing them enjoy it so much, you enjoy even more what you do. It's like you have a special purpose, and I love it. And to be quite honest, I'm doing it mostly for myself as well, because this year 2 of my regular customers died, Charlie and Joe. Fond memories of them both. I miss them. They'll be forever tied to my bookstore, and I'll tell you a couple stories about them in a bit. But I always had this idea. Has anybody out there seen the old folky videos of Alan Lomax filming black musicians on plantations? For the first time, their music is being discovered. He's capturing the culture. And then he's putting it out for the world to see, basically, or else most of these guys would probably never be even known of. And I've watched small clips of activity in a five and dime store, people chatting and talking to the camera amongst themselves, seen craftsmen being filmed, showing off their trade and personalities. I even saw like one of the last medicine shows, I believe, took place in North Carolina. People would travel town to town and put on a performing acts for small towns. It was a beautiful thing. It was like these little subcultures and whatnot being captured on film for the first time. And that's kind of what I want to do. I want to give you a window into my little bookshop, my little culture here. Maybe 50 years from now, it'll be actually maybe an important thing. And, again, it's who comes into shops like these. I'm not in a main big area with a lot of different people. These people are unique characters, and they got a story to tell, and and a story that involves this shop. Some of them been here from the beginning. Some of them have had amazing buys and whatnot in here. That'll knock your socks off. I think you guys will enjoy it. 20 years from now, I'll be pretty sad when I look back on these videos and hear their voices again, because most of them will probably be dead. But a lot of them have agreed to do this, and it'll be short, like 5 to 6 minute videos. So, with that being said, that's what I'm trying to do. That's going to be a short video series, and I'll try to put out 1 or 2 a week, along with a book picking video or whatever I'm doing. Again, I apologize. I've been slacking out there, but if I ain't got content, I ain't got it. What am I going to do? Force it out? So, anyhow, guys, if you have any suggestions of names that of a title to the series, go ahead and shoot them my way. Like I said, main idea, capture the culture, like a video scrapbook. You know what I mean? They've helped me write my own personal book. They're in the pages of my book that I've been writing since I've been doing this. And it's, again, Charlie and Joe, I'll just tell you quickly, because maybe you'll enjoy it. Charlie was in his mid 70s, and we had it just happened so to be that he was in the store. He loved fly tying. He loved reading books on fishing and stuff. And it just so happened that a bunch of my buddies came in with different like moonshine that they brewed up, and they had like different flavors. So we had it all on the desk. This is like 7 years ago now. It's not your typical bookstore, by the way. We have a lot of fun here. Anyhow, Charlie wanted to try some of this, and I knew it wouldn't be a good idea because of his medication the guy's on. But who am I to tell a grown man he can't take a swig? So Charlie, soon afterwards, he almost, fell right over, and me and another guy caught him, and we had to drive him home. I was like, Charlie, if you go down in here, you're going right in the drain pipe. He was laughing. He's like, it could be worse. So, and then I started taking Charlie to his Tuesday appointments. And, like I said, he recently died, and he's definitely missed. And Joe was another guy who used to frequent the shop. Joe was a real distinguished looking guy, always wore black and his shades and his rings, and he had a rabbit head as his cane. And actually, I'm buying back his books from his wife. His wife, Phyllis, contacted me, and I've been buying back his books. And half of them he got were from my shop here. Very well-read dude. Never could agree with anything politically. He was always wrong, of course. But we had a great time, and he's dearly missed. So, again, that's my idea of a short video series. I would have loved to have those two guys tell a story in here, but you're gonna get some stories. So let's see who's in the chat, guys. So Kent Gentman, I know you follow me, Kent. I appreciate your support, my friend. Selling books on eBay full-time for 8 years. Kent just opened his first bookstore 4 months ago. I believe, is your bookstore Maze Books, Kent? I can't, or is it I can't remember. I follow you on Instagram and whatnot. If you put it in the chat, I'll shout it out. But you get some beautiful stuff in there. Tammy Edmonds Page Peddler series. That's cute. I like that. I probably roll with that, Tammy. That's slick. Page Peddler series. Yeah, I like that. I do like that. let me see. Have you considered other online selling platforms like ABE or Biblio? Would there be advantages with that? So I am looking into Biblio. I'm not really interested in ABE, to tell you the truth, for multiple reasons. I don't think Dayton, what's going on, brother? Eyes from Dayton. Hello, my friend. I hope you're enjoying your buys recently. So we'll have to catch up sometime. I'm looking at Biblio simply for the fact that I don't think I'll sell as much as I do on eBay. Um, but I like the setup better. And you don't have to put out initially different fees. They're going to take them after the book sells, from my understanding. And I like to put up my rare stuff on Biblio, and that'll be the site that I push, not the eBay. Now, if things work out, I'm looking to try to get a bigger building. And if I do, or when I do, then I'm probably going to get back into the beast, Amazon. So it's the number one bookseller, site in the world. And despite my thoughts on them and not liking them, I'm probably going to shift a lot of material over there. I used to do FBA, but I won't do that anymore. I'll do it a little differently. So I'll get into Biblio, and then the links will be all linked up. So let's see. William Alfred Sites. Hello, William. Thank you for those suggestions, man. Oh, you're under your wife's name. Okay, I got you. Yeah, KG's Unique, Rare, and Antique Books. Everybody look up KG's Unique, Rare, and Antique Books. Great shop. I believe are you in Wisconsin, Kent? I can't remember if Kent's in Wisconsin. Oh, yeah, he is. He wrote that. All right. All right. Check him out on Instagram and all that. And also, check out this guy. He's got a YouTube channel. Eric has a YouTube channel, Midtown Scholar Bookstore, and he has an Instagram. So I think you guys would enjoy it. He puts out great content. He hosts a lot of people that come to talk. It was a real pleasure meeting him, because he's followed this channel for a bit, and he did invite me on my last trip when I was heading back from Florida. And I just couldn't make it. I was burnt out from being on the road. And I'll tell you, it is colder than you wouldn't believe right now. It's in the 40s. And I want to get back to Florida so bad, but this winter I think I'll be staying home base. So okay, sleep is a cousin of death. You buy mostly from Biblio. Very good. Biblio supports a lot of the small independent bookstores out there. So I definitely would like to be a part of that. I believe they also sponsor the St. Petersburg book show that I went to this last in Florida in the winter, whatever. So that's pretty cool. But now another thing real quick. I'm thinking about it, and I haven't completely verified it yet, but I am thinking about hosting a Christmas party. And of course, you all are welcome out there. I love all you guys. You give me great support, and it's fun meeting people and always interacting. And we'll see. We'll see. In October, I'll know. I would rent the big building up here. We'll do raffles. We'll dance. We'll eat good food. And if you're coming from out of town, bourbon. Yeah, they said there's no drinking, but they did say no eggnog. So, you bring the bourbon, we'll get it popping. But if you're coming from out of town, let me know. I'll try to help set you up someplace. Put a cot in the bookstore if you want. I don't care, but we'll try to set you up. I was thinking of doing different maybe not a fundraiser, I don't know what they call it, but giving back to the community in some way through that. Like maybe I'll be auctioning off some books, and all you guys who can't be there could participate by saying, like, here's a ticket, a $5 ticket for a beautiful first edition Mark Twain book, right? You get it for $5, and maybe I'll split the money, and half of it will go to kids around here that need something, or families that need something. It won't be like the Clinton Foundation. They'll get their money, I promise you. So, but anyways, hey, if you haven't, guys, hit that like button if you want. Oh, thank you, John. Yeah, I know. Except John's down in Brooklyn. What's going on, brother? I hope your shop's been doing well, man. I was down there like a month ago. Actually, I was on the island. But the city looks like it's getting crazy, man. And but sometime I'll come for a visit. I promise you. Just not soon right now. But so yeah, that's basically what I've been doing, guys. I've been busting my hump, just getting those books listed. and taking care of business in here. So, yeah, and Kay, she wants the Twain book. I figure for $5, if you could win a book like that, that's a great thing, and just know your money's going to a good cause. So, but we'll see it when it gets to that point. So, let me see if I've answered everybody here. Like I said, guys, I'm a little under the weather. But if you have any questions, you could go ahead and shoot them out. If you notice any new trends in the antiquarian trade, mm, I don't think I've necessarily noticed any new trends. What I personally think is there's going to be certain stuff that's always going to maintain a strong value. And I really personally enjoy early American history. I think works like um, by Jefferson or Washington. Washington, when I get in those books, they're like my hottest sellers. I can barely keep these things on the shelf. Anything Native American in the early antiquarian trade, anything occult is hot. People collect for all different reasons. They'll collect bindings, um, four-edge paintings. The antiquarian book trade, I still think, is pretty strong despite what's going on in the economy at the moment. I actually don't think it's going to get any better anytime soon. So I've been keeping my powder dry. I've been very selective as to what I purchase recently. And whereas before I used to buy big batches and everything, I've been just a little more selective. I think it's smart to do so. I'd rather save up my money for that big buy, than a million different ones, because I don't have the ability to. It takes a long time to process that stuff, basically. So any new trends, I want to, I haven't really noticed many. I just think that it will stay strong because some of this stuff is like art. It's going to maintain a particular type of value. Yeah, quality. I want quality stuff. If you buy quality, it's always going to maintain. So same with the art market's big, a little different, but buy it right. It's all how you buy it. That's what I would say. So if you buy it right, you're gonna have room to work. But at least that's what I've been going. Like I had a book come in, guys. It was a first edition, first state American edition of The Hobbit, which was pretty exciting. A book like that's gonna maintain some strong value. Just gotta buy it right. It had its little condition issues and whatnot, but you got to be ready to buy stuff like that, I believe, if you're a seller out there. So I got 24 people in the chat. I hope you guys are warmer than I am. I got a bad chest cold. Thank you for the likes and everything, guys. But I hope you think that video series would be of interest. And I guess we'll find out. You know how they say, like, if you write something, write not just what you know, but you gotta love it. Um, you do it for yourself, basically. That's what I'm doing with this series. I'm doing it for myself. I think it's important to do to capture this. These people aren't going to be around forever, so I got to get them on film. Elderberries, that's the secret, man. I've been taking something called echinacea, not echinacea. I just started. It's a echinacea, either the flower or the root in the osha root, and that actually got me up better. But I gotta take. Yeah, it has to be from your heart. For absolutely, I gotta take the what do they call the things that blow cold air? You know what I mean, out of the windows because it's colder than heck. But anyways, guys, instead of making an introductory video, this is why I decided to go live. It's been a while. So let me give you I want to give some shout outs here to some people on the YouTube channel that recently subscribed. They haven't done it in a while. Let's start. Jonas Rocha Lima, thank you very much. Peggy Wimberley, Forbes Watson, Allison and Bill, Banberg 13, Xavier Del Mao, Dr. John Smith, Chloe Charlotte Swizzy, Cynthia CJ, and I've never heard of that's your YouTube name. T. Monteleone, I know who that is. That's my Uncle Tom. You're probably not watching, but hello, Uncle Tom. Thanks for subscribing. Omar Bisoon, a stamp on the Anthropocene. Thank you all very much for your recent subscriptions. I appreciate it. My buddy says we're camping up the street. Yeah, bro. I'm sick. And I gotta eat, so I'm gonna be heading. The cure for me is, generally speaking, is a couple shots of Crown Royal and some Yinglings and a burger. So that's where I'm heading to. But if you're in the area, Highlander, jump on down to the bar. I'll be there for a little bit. But like I said, I'm not feeling too hot. So anyhow, guys, you got anything else to say? You want to talk some junk or something? Any trolls out there? I hope you're all doing well out there. If you'd like, if you give me a minute, I'll show you a couple of new buys I actually got in the shop. I don't have them on my person here. I just got to walk to the back. So give me like 2 minutes. I'll come up. So what's weird is this Nazi stuff keeps coming in my door. So I don't know why I track this stuff in. I'm not going to tell you who brought this in, but this was really cool. It's this was published in Germany, and it's on the 1936 Olympics in Germany. And I believe this is the one where, Jesse Owens was in, and Hitler, walked out basically when he won. Let me see if I could get you to. But I thought this was really neat. I've never seen something like it. I don't know if Owens is in here. If he is, he's probably in the back. No pun intended. Well, Jesse smoked them boys. But yeah, really cool piece. That was neat. Now I'll show you something else that came in. It was this postcard, and I had a letter congratulating the acquisition. So that was kind of neat, kind of different. 1923. See the writing on the back? Oh, there's a huge delay in this thing. But anyhow, those were a couple of new finds that came in the shop. So this time every Friday, man, I don't know. These live things are really new to me. So I'm kind of, possibly I could do some more lives, but when I do a live, I want to have, a topic to talk about, whether if that's maybe an article that got to me, to read and to get your guys' feedback and see what you think on it. Things of that, maybe things in the book trade, maybe a how-to type of thing. Do something live and you guys can tune in. I wouldn't mind doing something like that. If the interest is there, I don't mind at all. So, but I'm just getting my feet wet with these lives. But anyhow, guys, what's with my voice, Mook? Is it rough? I've been sick, brother. I'm gonna try to get a visit out and to see you guys. Oh, mail is still full. I'm gonna try to get a visit out to Kentucky when I go to visit Eric's shop. Excuse me. There's a couple different people that I'll meet up with beforehand that are more in northern PA, and then I might make a trip to Maryland, and then from there, I could possibly head out to Kentucky, but we'll see. Would you buy a book in poor condition just to have the book if you don't already have it? It really depends. I mean, I'll tell you a quick thing. Actually, my dad bought it, and I picked on him like crazy. It was in a Amelia Earhart book, first edition, okay? Had no jacket. It was supposed to come with a record. It was ex-library. It was beat to heck. He got the book for $1, and I was laughing. I'm like, why did you buy this book? Well, come to find out, that book complete at the time, this was 8 years ago, sold for $1,200, $1,000 to $1,200. I sold that for $250. Again, this was 8 years ago, but Yeah, I mean, condition is very important, but to some of these beginning collectors and whatnot, and people that just want to have that book in their collection, they will buy it. I mean, obviously, I'm not going to be able to get 12 for it. Why would anybody pay that? But I could still get pretty good money for it. And I did. I've done it multiple times. It really depends on what it is. I actually um, I bought some Foxfires off of Aunt Kay, my girl, um, and they weren't in great condition. But the thing is I sell them so fast. I don't make a lot of them. I sell for like $10 a piece. But since they move so fast, yeah, I bought them. Absolutely. So I try to get as clean and as nice as possible. But you know, you can't always get that, I guess. So like I said, I'm trying to be a little more selective these days. But so anyhow. Oh my gosh, my mom just said hello. Hello, mom. Hope you're doing well with my boy Toby over there. How can you even send this? Are you watching from a computer? Yeah, Foxfire. Always I actually got another publication by them called like the Salt Book, and that's going to sell too pretty well. My mom was just in Arizona. She got her foot bit by a scorpion. I thought you go to the hospital for these things, but not my mom. Yeah, thanks, mom. Mom's supporting me tonight, so I haven't said anything bad or anything, and I'm live, so I'm doing pretty good, I think. Anyhow, do you ever put inventory into auctions? Any good results? I haven't, Dayton. I've had the opportunity to do so. Someone I know in Virginia, Brett, I think has a connection with an auction company. And well, also my buddy Moo. I know a number of people that have connections with the auction companies. It'd have to be something real particular that could get that could get a lot of action on that item. Um, Something that I would consider putting in an auction. Like I actually got to handle a first edition Lewis and Clark, and that was awesome. You know, that's like got to be top 5 for me when it comes to Americana books. All right, I might even told you this day. That might be something I'd consider to put in the right auction, but or it's the right investment to make because that's going to maintain or go up in value, in my humble opinion. So I'm not opposed to auctions, but boy, they do take a large percentage. Like I was trying to tell this woman with the Hobbit book, you know, I'm offering cash on the spot, man. I ain't playing around with this. And she's like entertaining auctions, and it's kind of like, just understand they're going to take a big chunk from you, you know? So, and you don't know if you're going to get the amount you want to get, and you got to take it. You know, I guess you could put a reserve on it. So I have to be real particular for me. I like selling them straight out when I get them, and find that right buyer. But I've actually thought about, and soon I would like to implement, it's just another idea, but we all got a million ideas, right? Implementing them is the tough part sometimes. The idea is a dime a dozen. But running live auctions through this YouTube thing, actually. I just got to get myself set up. Yeah, like these guys are saying with the auction. Okay, reserves cost money too. Mook says 40% with fees. It's a lot, man. Like my cousin is a fine art. Is he a dealer down in Manhattan? When you get your like art showcase in these things, they're taking like 50% off the top. I mean, it's a lot of money. So, you know, again, I guess if you buy it right, if I mean, it's got to be the right auction though. So, but anyways, yeah, the Lewis and Clark was amazing. It's one of my favorite things I have ever handled in here. So wicked cool. I've had some amazing books. If you look through my videos, some of you guys have been following me for quite a while. You know, I had a Wizard of Oz first edition. What's going on? Uh-oh. Fuck. You bitch. What is going on? Everything's still good? All right, my beeper clicked. I use this thing for scanning books, and it clicked and it froze the screen up on me. Sorry guys, I'm not really computer savvy, in case you couldn't tell. Oh, sorry about the cursing. I try to run a decent show without that. A lot of people, they like to cuss a lot, and I try not to. All right, thanks. I see. I'm on. I'm still live. Sorry, I try to do a kid friendly or whatever. Sometimes I make remarks, but I try to hold it. Actually, I put it as for not for kids, so just in case. But all right, sorry about that. What was I saying? Rev War fan here. Yeah, love the Rev War. Uh, I had a chance to purchase Life of Benjamin Franklin first edition. I still kick myself for not buying that book. Jefferson's Notes on Virginia. I've wanted to scoop that before, but I just wasn't in the right. I just wasn't ready for that material. So now I'm getting ready. Like I said, I'm keeping that powder dry and waiting for that opportunity again. Because there's always buys out there, guys. I used to I used to have it in my mind, like I'd have to buy every single thing out there. But you know as well as I do, if you've been doing it for a while, stuff is always coming and going. There's always another opportunity out there. So if you don't get one, it's no sweat off your back. Remember, I could barely afford a can of soup. And my mom knows I'm over at her place eating, chowing down. But she's a good cook. So, I mean, you would be too. But yeah, I could barely afford a can of soup, and I'm buying, everything. Yeah, John, you can tell, right? Clean living. Some people, they'd be like, how old are you? You look 40. I'm like, that's called hard living, son. I'm playing. I just like to have fun. I enjoy myself. We're all going to be dead soon. So you might as well go see stuff. If you got something good, I mean, why not have a little fun with, I don't even believe in moderation necessarily, but just, have a good time. But don't be stupid. All right. I hope this is still working because it's replaying my video. Let me refresh this, guys. I'm gonna refresh this and seeing if it's still playing here. But I hope everybody's doing well out there. I'm just gonna re-click this video, and I'll be out of your hair soon. So let's see here. But yeah, if anybody wants to send some Yingling, I'm always down. I love live music too. All right, let's see. Well, guys, I don't know. It looks like it's reversed. Ah, what can you do? I don't even know if y'all still watching, but I can't see anything. So let me take the phone off of here. I'm gonna watch my mouth. Let me do this. Let me do this. All right, so now I'm on the phone. Um, just picked up at Easton Press for $1,600, and they are all military war and not any of the 100 Grace book series. Should be at least 7K in sales. That's awesome, man. That's killing it. That's great. I like Easton Press. I like Franklin Press. Sorry, you got a different view. That stuff's always been good for me. So that's a heck of a buy. That's what's up. Good for you. Cool Hand Luke. What's going on, Cool Hand Luke? Was in the 90s here earlier in the week, dropped to the 80s today. Oh my Lord. Yeah, I'm jealous. My skin is not built for this weather. I hate it. I'm always cold. My face, my fingers, my feet, everything. Harlan out of Maine. You must get cold up there, Harlan. You gotta get the wood stove cooking, brother. Holy smokes. Let's see. Did I miss anybody? Okay. Yeah, I would think that I'd get some of this stuff out of my system, John, but actually I've cut back quite a bit from different things, so I have a, what do they call it? Addictive personality. So that's just how it goes. I don't know. It's a little self-control would be nice every now and then sometimes. But okay, what we got? 25 people watching, only 22 likes. Arkansas here. Do you say Arkansas or Arkansas? I used to always say Arkansas. I want to see your state. I want to go to that one range. It's like a mountainous range. It's not coming to my mind right now. Ozarks, right? The Ozarks out there. I would love to see that area. My plan for this winter was actually to head out west. I wanted to go to Texas and Arizona and head up to Washington State, but I don't think it's in the cards this year. So my heating went up like 2 grand. So I mean, it's kind of nuts, but I'm it's what it is. So I'm gonna stay at home base. I'll probably drop down to being open to one time a day, um, like on a Saturday, because it's very cold and people don't come in when it's freezing out and they can't feel their faces. So that's probably what I'll do. But yeah, I'm sure everybody's feeling the pinch out there a bit. But there's a saying: when there's blood on the streets, there's money to be made. As terrible as that is true. And I think you're going to start seeing um, or having the opportunity to buy better quality books and rarer stuff because people are going to need some money and want some money, and the stuff's taking up space, and their interest level might not be as high for it as it used to be. And Cool Hand look still collecting old Bibles and chants. All right, brother. Did you buy those chants off of me? Those Gregorian chants? Then I always thought you were downstate there, but that's cool. So yeah, that stuff is awesome to come across. But all right, guys. Let's see. What's my favorite music to play in the shop? Rap all day. Method Man, Mob Deep. I'm playing. I play a lot of. Uh, I've been listening to a guy named Ian Noe, Noe. I like they'll call it like rural outlaw. I can't say that word right. Rural, Rural. You know what I mean? Like Chris Knight. I play a whole bunch of stuff. It just depends on the mood. Play some Chris Stapleton maybe. But I love Chris Knight. Ryan Bingham. I don't know if you guys are familiar with any of these names. Yeah, I do CCR in here. Absolutely. Who's the one guy? I'll tell you when I go out to the bar though, I don't play that stuff. It's so funny because some of the downstaters that come up to the bar, they know if I'm in there because Prince is on, and that's as funny as it seems. I play "I Want to Be Your Lover" is my go-to now. So. But anyways, I just have fun, whatever mood I'm in. But yeah, in the shop, I play rock. I play everything. So everything in here. Pink Floyd, The Wall, live in Berlin. Yeah, that's what's up. Play Beatles. I play everything, man. Um, let me see. There's a musician that actually reached out to me from Binghamton. I know she ain't probably watching, but her name is Allie Tordo. And boy, does she have a beautiful voice. I want to get her in here to sing to the old timers in here. They'll stay. That'll give them a reason to hang around. Um, so yeah, that's my favorite. Hi, Arizona here. Cool down a bit. Only hit 102. Time to break out the sweaters. You're spoiled, Frankie. Holy smokes, are you spoiled? The sweaters. When I was down in Florida, people were complaining. They were like, "Oh, it's cold here." I was like, "Cold, man. It's 80 something out here. Like, what are you talking about?" I mean, the wind coming up the water does get a little bit. It can get nippy, but I was just beside myself. I miss it down there tremendously, to be quite honest. But time to get the sweaters. Yeah, I was wearing a winter coat today, But again, these guys out here are like freaking Eskimos, man. I swear. Gary Moore. I don't think I'm familiar with Gary Moore. Should I be? It sounds like it, but um, not familiar. Is he a musician or something? Are we talking about music still? So I don't know where he's at. I love I also love like blues music. I used to get really into Sonny Boy Williamson, Sonny Terry, like harp players, Lightning Hopkins, East Texas guys. Oh, I really like Guy Clark. I don't know if you guys listen to Guy Clark, but he was out of that East Texas scene. Love Guy Clark. I wish I got to see him and meet him. Blues Master. No, I'm not familiar with. I have to check him out because I do love the blues, but I'm not familiar with him. I love country blues. I love swampy blues. I love it all. And I used to play a little bit of blues with the harp now and then, so that was fun. Um, Let me see. The poles are shifting. The poles are shifting, soon to be followed by crustal displacement. We'll soon be at the equator. Hang in there. Yeah, I mean, if that's the case, I guess we can't do much about it, right? So I'm going down with the books, though. I ain't leaving my books behind. Bury me with my books. Throw me right in the pit with a couple of bestsellers. So, and yeah, you two of BB King. I'm not a big fan of you two. BB King's all right. Like he's cool. I have a DVD of Stevie Ray Vaughan and oh, I'm sorry, they ain't BB King with him. Shoot, what was his name? It's slipping my mind. I thought it was BB King. I guess it doesn't matter now. But Gary Moore's a blues master. I'll check him out. You know, I was listening to some Gary Clark Jr. That guy's pretty tight. He's got a good sound. You know, these guys when they have their own sound and you hear that lick, like if you hear Lightning Hopkins, you know it's Lightning Hopkins, right? So, I love it. I do love like on a harp. When you hear Sonny Terry, you know that's country blues from Sonny Terry. You know Little Walter, he plays that big sound. You know that was it Chicago blues stuff. So I was more of a country bumpkin blues guy because I could go down in the woods or and walk around and just play with that kind of thing, you know, and not need the big mics and whatnot. So, but that's cool. We got some blues fans. I'll tell you one thing. There's a town up the road called Norwich, New York, and excellent blues music there. They do I don't know if you call it a festival, but every August they do it, and it is phenomenal. Late August. If you guys are in the surrounding area and you like blues, go to that. There, I've seen James Cotton there. He's dead now, of course. Tons of different guys. You know, I'm on the spot, so I can't think of anything. But some of the best live music I've ever heard has come from there. I love good live music. I can't get enough of live music. It makes me want to play too. I really miss playing, and I don't get to do it anymore. That little video that you saw, like an introductory, was me and my buddy Lil Nick Fukushi, and Lil Nick is extremely talented. I love listening to that kid play. He ain't a kid anymore. But Nick, if you're watching, man, uh, you know he's a brother. So we'll be in touch. Tom Smith's in the building. Tom Smith, I'm doing well, my friend. Tom's up in Canada. It's got to be getting cold up there. Holy smokes. I can't stand it. You guys have different skin than me, for real. You do. But I hope you're doing well, Tom. It's been a while. It's been a little while, but it's great to see you on this stream. I appreciate everybody that comes to say hello on my stream. You know, here's a chance if you have something to say, guys, any type of comments, go ahead. I like having dialogue with you. I wish I could be with you face to face talking with you. You know, somebody Amy Beth out of Tennessee. I don't think Amy's watching right now, but she asked a couple times about an interview at Baldwin's or I'm sorry. Yeah, at the bookstore in Tennessee in Nashville. If anybody can help me out there. I want to do a interview with Randy and we could do the Skype thing, but it's not the same. Like there's the different delays and stuff. I want to be there in front of somebody talking with them and conversating with them. I think it's more enjoyable and it's more authentic. I'm not saying the Skype isn't a bad thing, but I don't even Skype my family because I hate doing it. It's just I don't like it. It bothers me. Maybe I'm a weirdo, but and that's just me. So Tom says he's got his windows closed. I wish the warm weather would last. It's great to see you on here too, Tom. Thank you very much for commenting. Yeah, our summers up here are like 3 months. You know, it's like 3 months. It's gone. Believe you me, fall looks better in pictures. Unless if you're working in the fall, it looks better in pictures. So at least that's what I think. Oh, guys, and real quick, um, I'm going to also try to get it back up to the Adirondack Museum. I don't know if anybody's been there. It's at Blue Lake Mountain. What a gorgeous, pristine spot. I really want to camp out there. But I would love one of my biggest sellers in the shop are books on the Adirondacks. And I would love to incorporate some of these books, maybe read some passages from them, show some of them, um, and take you on a tour through the museum. I think you'd really enjoy that, and it's